Hey, what's up, my construction entrepreneurs? Tyrone Jones here with the Construction Entrepreneur School and Services. Hey, this one here is for all my unlicensed contractors. I don't think you guys ever get any love, but I know how it is because I used to be unlicensed, right? So let's lay down some things that you guys can actually do while being unlicensed. One, you do have rights as an unlicensed contractor, right? But there are restrictions, and the restrictions does lead you toward getting a license, but you can still operate and somewhat make a living. It is tough still. All right. One of the things that we have to know is by law, everything that you do, every job that you do have to be $500 or less, including materials and labor, no matter how much you dice it up. Okay. Unless you can't dice it up under one contract. Okay. Now, if you have it under, you do one portion under one contract, a few days later, you do another portion on another contract, then you can probably get away with that, depending on how the work is sequenced. Okay. You can't do a whole floor and break it up into 4 contracts. Okay. So that's not going to work, but nonetheless, you can still protect yourself. And one of the ways I'm talking about protecting yourself outside of writing an actual contract, you need to write an actual contract, because you can write a contract as a unlicensed contractor. Okay. And you hear what I said? I'm still calling you a contractor. You are a contractor. They just refer to you as unlicensed. Okay, so you can still write a contract. It just needs to be under the 500. Now, you need to write contracts because there's a lot of clients out there that's looking not to pay you because you're unlicensed. Okay, and just because you're unlicensed, that does not mean that they cannot pay you. They have to pay you. Okay, one of the other things that you can do to protect yourself outside of writing a contract is also completing that contract out when you're done with the work. Okay, so let's say you have multiple tasks that you're doing on a contract, right? So you're doing a window, and then you're installing a sink as well. So this also falls under handyman as well too, right? Because especially since the new AB5 law that just came out as well. So let's say on a contract you're installing a window, and then also you're doing a sink, right? So after you finish the window, you write a completion of contract form. Okay, that means that you're dedicating that work that's complete, you dedicating that back to the customer. Okay, get in the habit of, as you complete a task, complete it with a completion form. I don't care what you title it, as long as it says completion of what work that you did on the contract that you wrote. Okay, that dedicates that back to them. Okay, that way, if any issues come up, you can always fight for what you have completed instead of trying to fight for 50% that you have completed. No, you have documentation showing that you have completed this portion of work and submit it. Okay, and it's clear. Okay, then you can fight. Do not put yourself in a position because you're unlicensed. Don't think that you don't have any rights, or people can mistreat you any way that they want to. They can't. You're doing work to improve a structure, a building, a house, whatever it is. You need to be paid for. You need to be paid for your services. Another thing is, as an unlicensed contractor, believe it or not, you can pull a permit. Now, it requires you writing a letter stating that you do not have any employees, so you don't need any workers' comp. Your job is under X amount of dollars and things like that. But all you have to do is submit a letter stating those things to your city. Okay? And they have to issue you a permit. You do not have to have a license. It's under the license law. A lot of cities don't know about this, but if you ever have trouble, contact me, message me at the bottom of this video and let me know, and I can send you that license law with that actual business and professional code. Okay, and you can teach them a whole nother lesson, right? So next is so you can actually pull a permit, which is great. You can also follow lien on a property as well. Okay, but but to follow lien or 20-day preliminary notice and all that, you need to first have a contract in place. Okay, you need to have a contract in place. Okay, so if you're going to be doing work, you need a contract in place. That way you can protect yourself being unlicensed until you are licensed. In the meantime, while you're unlicensed, make sure you still understand how to properly charge your customers. That's why you can go to our website. You can look at videos, purchase videos on how to properly charge so you can make money while you are doing this. It's very important that you be profitable on every job. I don't care if you're licensed or unlicensed. And also, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit about what rights you have as an unlicensed contractor. My construction entrepreneurs, hustle hard, then hustle harder. Catch you on the next one.